YouTube comments from a video titled Live Special COL Douglas Macgregor 2025 Year-End Review Plus 2026 Forecast. Part 5.
Assassination wrote.
Read the fine print on ALL Western financial contracts, including government bonds. In the event of nuclear weapons use defined as nuclear warfare, all liabilities become null and void here under the terms of this contract.
A pom-pom grenade wrote.
The 90s will live in infamy. Patton just pointed out that it was the right time for the U.S. to get uninvolved in NATO. I wasn't even 25 yelling, "Get the U.S. out of the UN."
At Lugwrench 9832 wrote.
At least a year ago or more, I heard somewhere on YT that the Saudis sent messages to every EU country saying that if the EU stole or otherwise dissolved Russian assets, they, the Saudis, would liquidate their entire EU bond portfolio with a view toward collapsing the economies of the EU countries.
A Jim Billy Ray Bob wrote.
The assassination attempt on Putin happened between the time that Trump got off the phone with Putin and when Trump said he would call him back in a couple hours. Did the NSA locate Putin's location? This is not a good look for the U.S.
At Flaky Flake 9616 wrote.
In Britain, we have been forced to take an Egyptian citizen into our country on behalf of Israel. The media, as usual, has been misinforming the public that it is Starmer. But this man has campaigned for the overthrow of the Egyptian government with the express intention of attacking Israel over the genocide in Gaza. Egypt is like a powder keg ready to blow. And this man might just be the fuse which makes that happen. And so on the instructions of Israel, we have taken him into the UK without regard for the safety of UK citizens, so that Egypt can remain under al-Sisi's rule and remain at peace with Israel.
A Gary Tate 895 wrote.
The assassination attempt on Putin couldn't have taken place without US and UK targeting planning and permission. Nobody thinks otherwise. This is as bad as it gets, a call to open war.
A Bob Matthews 9072 wrote.
MI6 directs the long-range attacks into Russia. This has their fingerprints all over it, especially coming so soon after the new head of MI6 made that speech.
At Ederheinhart 2080 wrote.
The hypocrisy of Russia complaining about this is staggering. They have not only attempted to assassinate Zelensky, they tried to kill his parents by bombing their apartment building.
At Rajiv Kakaria 4056 wrote.
Judging Freedom's 2025 last live telecast with great humor Douglas Macgregor. Soon Trump will be singing tune of warmongering as never before, as it seems the time given to puppet Trump to solve things as per his delusion he is over, and Trump has proved to be extremely corrupt, ignorant, and no one agent of his rays with no regards for USA, and all the talks he faked for peace was a total clown show and delusion to fool others. And it failed totally. Probably Venezuela will not be attacked, but will be kept alive. Same will be case for China relating to Taiwan for purpose of suddenly escalating things against China when time seems favorable. Ukraine war will escalate by Trump going all out against Russia to destroy Russia with his typical backstab. The war which will happen first, probably for sure, will be war with Iran, with Trump and his people will start executing their final hit job of throwing USA under the bus by supporting and participating in war with Iran. So in the end, under all that Trump clown show, things are heading towards the same direction it was seeming to go, which is first to destroy Iran and take over Middle East and then destroy Russia and China. Nothing seems to be changed and all have rounded back 360-degree. Only thing is Trump clown show of propaganda and lies-based image and lying and backstab without any restriction failed to fool any party to give their interests in hand over victory to Trump by con, and it also failed to create differences between Russia and China by Trump hanging on a Ukraine war solution to Russia, and it also failed to put pressure on countries by tariff drama and trick to make puppet Trump owner of all by propaganda has failed and has ended USA a joke in itself, where Trump doing total corruption and doing own petty profits his main thing, while faking mask of solving world problems.
As Stephen George 3507 wrote,
Putin has more patience than I do. Ukraine can't do it on their own. If it W's me, goodbye me 6, London, goodbye every major city in Europe, for starters, and if Trump keeps sending money, weapons, every Trump golf course will be hit, as a friendly reminder.
At Tony Gomez 4800 wrote,
Thank you, Judge, for your great work through 2025. Also, a huge thank you to all the great guests on Judging Freedom. May the blessings from above be shown upon you all. Happy New Year.
At Pater de Fridas 5936 wrote,
Well said, Colonel. My government here in the UK is rotten to the core. The British people don't want war with Russia at all. We are trying to get this government out at the moment, but we are stuck. Even our king doesn't want to do anything for his own people who are screaming to get this bunch of OUT.
At Giuliano 7072 wrote,
From Spain, a loyal follower and supporter of Judge Napolitano and Colonel Macgregor, I wish you all a Merry Christmas, a Happy New Year, and health and success. We need men like you to instill common sense in the West.
At Valentin Milanovic 9183 wrote,
Trump talked with Putin telling him he is coming to call him again and drones flying to the residence. If Trump is not behind this, he must resign because he has no power.
At Alexval P4G wrote,
As long as American Christians continue with their heretics, artificial Zion colony, and end times crackpot doctrines and beliefs, there will never be any peace in the world until this is all finally dealt with and vanquished eternally by strategic nuclear wipeout strikes if necessary, or by Jesus himself destroying you personally.
At James Dixon 2857 wrote,
The Russian president can go home. Putin has been forced out of his own home and property by NATO and Ukraine. Weak Russian president. Keep up the attacks on weak Putin, ABD the Russian people.
At Gundharang wrote,
And my good wishes to COL, MC Gregor, and Judge Nab, and the viewers of this podcast on this occasion of so-called sacred Happy Christmas and Happy New Year. But I take such occasions in daylight and moonlight as well. Thanks, Judge.